Let's recap. In our last video, we discussed the design thinking process and completed the first step, empathy. We chose the statement, wouldn't it be great if people were always on time? We then interviewed people to see what they had to say. To our surprise, many people were on time, but we found that many people were using tools to help them. We gained this information about empathy process. We'll then move forward to the next step, which is the define phase. In the define step, we will use the results from empathy process to develop a problem statement. A problem statement identifies who you are solving the problem for, what problem they need to overcome. Let's see how Professor Dr. Gold identifies the define step process.
Okay, so hello everybody. First of all, the problem definition phase is a really important phase because oftentimes students or people working on designing solutions will start way out here and stay out here, but you've really got to try to narrow down the problem that you're trying to define so you can then build a prototype based on a narrow problem definition statement that you have. It might not be the right problem definition because you won't know that until you test it, but you can come up with multiple problem statements if you want to based off of your how might we statement that you had. There might be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 problem statements or more that come from that. So once you come up with a narrow one, pick the one that you think is most easily going to allow your team to prototype, and then you build a prototype around that very, very narrow problem and then go test it. If it's too broad, it's too difficult. So get narrow, build a prototype, and then test.
Let's view some examples. For example, for our project, our problem statement may be, I'm a busy individual who has scheduled events at a specific time. I'm trying to be on time for all of them, but I'm often late because I don't utilize my planning tools. This really makes me feel unorganized. For my problem statement, we developed multiple how might we statements. We chose how might we make planning tools easier to use. With our how might we statement locked in, we will move right into the next phase of design thinking, which is ideation. In this phase, we will use multiple methods to come up with ideas for our how might we statements. Come and join us.